So I'm starting to think that our leaders are not serious people. And no, I'm not just talking about this guy. I'm also talking about the pending third indictment of Donald Trump. This week he announced he's a target in the investigation of January 6th. Oh, sorry, I meant
January 6th.
On Tuesday, Trump said that he had 4 days to respond and is facing arrest and indictment. I love that January 6th has become a verb, as if there's some law that says, thou shalt not January 6th. I don't know about you, but when I hear about a third indictment, I immediately want to dig into the details and debunk the specific claims. But this is not a serious effort at justice, so why treat it that way? The media, however, is treating it with enough seriousness to go around. They are covering every move of the man bringing this indictment, Special Counsel Jack Smith.
He was spotted today by CNN going to Subway for lunch, picking up a sandwich, leaving, and not saying a word.
Here's CNN's John King.
Jack Smith going to Subway today is a message to Donald Trump. Donald Trump tries to intimidate people. He tries to bully people. He tries to scare you away. That was Jack Smith with no words and a simple $5 sub in his hand saying, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Now I think we can all agree that 24-hour news was a mistake. Also, Subway stopped doing $5 footlongs in 2016, which I assume was the last time John King went outside. Most Subway sandwiches cost $8 now. CNN would know that if they just asked their former employee. Dana Bash added,
the imagery was intentional and spoke volumes.
Earlier, Bash claimed,
they clearly wanted us to see him and that image to be very different from what we saw in the former president's post, which is that he's a deranged individual.
It may seem like they're obsessed with Jack Smith, but it's all run off of their obsession with Donald Trump. They honestly think that Trump is shaking in his boots because Jack Smith ordered a cold-cut combo. Evan Perez gushed,
earlier today, he stood in line just like everybody else.
They're covering this guy like he's Superman. I almost expected them to say, and as he walked out of the subway, the spirit of Ruth Bader Ginsburg descended on him like a dove, and a voice spoke from heaven saying, get him, Jack. Grossed myself out on that one. But it isn't just CNN. In celebration of Smith's recent efforts, the National Bobblehead Museum has announced a Jack Smith bobblehead. Yeah. The bobblehead is available for pre-order and is priced at $30, but it's an extra $3 for double meat. I don't know why they didn't do a bobblehead of pre-beard Jack Smith. Looks like a baby bird poking out of its egg. So again, this isn't a serious country. If you don't believe me, the military has accidentally leaked millions of internal documents to the African nation of Mali, all because of a typo. The U.S. military's domain name used for emails is .mil, but it has been mistyped as .ml, the domain for Mali, which is an ally of Russia. So it's a bad day for us, but a great day for Mali President Assimi Goïta, seen here wearing the scalp of his former rival. The error resulted in the leak of unclassified but sensitive information such as diplomatic documents, tax returns, passwords, and the travel details of top officers. Now Russia could have access to all of that information with just a few mouse clicks. I remember the day when if you wanted to leak government information to a foreign country, you had to drive it over in a Corvette. I don't know what the government will do now, but I hear they're reviewing their options. Speaking of mistakes, former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson is running for president, and it's brought up some embarrassing stories from his past. In 2021, there was a bill in Arkansas that would outlaw puberty blockers and hormone injections for the state's children. Hutchinson, who was governor at the time, vetoed the bill. Now, since he's running for president, Tucker Carlson got a chance to ask him about that.
At the time, you said that the bill was extreme and that it would interfere with the treatment of minors seeking to transition from male to female or female to male. Have you reassessed your view on it since then?
Well, first of all, I want to ask, how many of you all are parents in this room? I'm a parent as well, and what I believe in is that parents ought to raise their children.
The hick libertarians are at it again. I want gay couples to be able to defend their trans kids with AR-15s. Back off, Mr. Government Man.
And I also believe in the Constitution.
Well, as long as sterilizing your kids is constitutional.
And in the same way, let's keep the government out of it unless it's that extreme case, and let's let parents guide the children. I stand with parents.
Hutchinson came of age in an era of politics where conservatives would listen to any argument as long as it had the phrase limited government in it. But it's really just cowardice. What do I mean? Well, it turns out that Hutchinson has a gay son. So if we're saying that parents can make bad choices that exacerbate a child's sexual confusion, that reflects on him. All of his talk about believing in the Constitution is just rationalizing away his own guilt. Guilty people are really easy to manipulate, and the LGBT folks have this guy by the sack. Or maybe his son's sack? Speaking of gay, Barack Obama took to Twitter to lament the banning of books, including one item of cartoon gay pornography, from children's libraries. Back to my main point, these are not serious people, which wouldn't be a problem if they didn't insist on being taken with total, utter, deathly seriousness. Shortly after Obama's tweet, Obama's brother Malik tweeted out, "This man is definitely gay," but he deleted the tweet shortly thereafter. Now, I don't know of any evidence that Obama is gay, but I think we should look into it. Get some funding from Congress, pursue it as far as you can. Heck, you could even hire this guy. The only way to get to the bottom of this. Also, quick announcement. Next week, I'll be traveling to Texas to visit some old friends, and we may or may not be recording a podcast episode. So, no monologue next Friday, but be sure to stay tuned here and on my Twitter for the announcement as to where you can watch. Thank you for watching this week, and I'll see you around.